What is up, boyos? It is Water Buffalo Man here, and we're back for more Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle. Alright, so we have another how to build with the new Vegeta dropping tonight at 1 a.m. Eastern time. He should be dropping. So this was kind of out of nowhere a little bit. Like, I mean, we had known that they were talking about, not necessarily talking, just teasing a Dirty Fireworks Vegeta, which we kind of knew was coming at some point. I kind of didn't expect it this quick, but I also did at the same time with the worldwide celebration ending on the 3rd. It was kind of one of those that I was expecting and kind of not, but let's just really jump right into his kit and how he really looks and which way I think I'm going to build mine if I happen to summon for him. I'm not sure if I'm going to go in a lot or what I'm going to do, but he's going to be Planet Namek Saga, Gifted Warriors, or Inhuman Deeds, Key 3, 170, plus an additional 30% HP attack and defense for those who belong to Dragon Ball Seekers or Pure Saiyans. So he is a 200% Planet Namek Saga leader in essence with the Planet Namek and Pure Saiyans or Planet Namek and Dragon Ball Seekers. So that's kind of cool. His super attack is the Final Gallic Cannon. Greatly raises attack, raises defense, and causes immense damage to enemy, which looks like it stacks infinitely. I do not see anything here that specifies for one turn or more, or what it would maybe be. So it's 50% to attack, 20% to defense, infinitely stacking. So passive skill is Combat Experiences. Activates the entrance animation once only, and Key plus 3 attack and defense of 180% for the rest of the battle when facing one enemy at the start of the character's attacking turn. So he gets an additional 180 right off the rip plus Key 3. That's kind of nice. Defense plus 50% per key sphere obtained, up to 500%. So defense, attack and defense, I'm sorry. So we can get a maximum of 500% attack and defense, say if you give him 10 key spheres. Randomly changes key spheres of a certain type, AGL excluded, to Rainbow. Reduces damage received by 30%, chance of evading enemies' attack, including super attack, plus 18%, with an AGL key sphere obtained, or 5 or more key sphere obtained. So if you give him 5 or more of any other style of key spheres, he gets 30% chance to dodge, or I'm sorry, 30% chance to damage reduction and 18% chance to dodge. Or if you give him 1 AGL key sphere, he gets that ability there. Plus an additional chance of evading enemies' attack, including super attack, plus 30%, and additional damage reduction of 18% when attacking if HP is 50% or more. So if you give him, again, 1 AGL key sphere, he gets 60% damage reduction, 36% chance to dodge, but you're going to generally be trying to give him as much as you can because of the way the per key sphere obtained kind of works. If HP is 50% or less, oh, it also launches an additional super attack. I'm sorry, I didn't read that part. So if HP is 50% or less at the end of turn, plus additional defense of 50%, high chance of performing a critical hit from the next turn onward. So if for some reason you're below 50% threshold, his stats will go up by 50%, and his defense goes up by 50%, and he gets a high chance of performing a crit from the next turn forward. So he gets a built-in 50% critical chance if you're below 50% health when his turn ends. After the character performs a super attack 5 or more times in battle, change all key spheres to AGL key spheres at the start of the character's next attacking turn once only. And for the character's attacking turns going forward, randomly change key spheres of a certain type to AGL. So realistically what happens is after 5 supers, he automatically gets a guaranteed full field of AGLs. He changes every other key sphere from the start of battle to Rainbow. But then after he does 5 or more supers, the following turn he changes every key sphere to AGL. Okay, so he's like a super orb changer kind of thing. That's kind of nice. I'm actually kind of excited to see how this man works. Massively raises attack, active skill 35 works. Massively raises attack temporarily, causes ultimate damage to enemy, and attack plus 50% in battle for the remainder of the battle. Can be activated after performing 4 or more super attacks in battle once only. His categories, like I said, look pretty decent. His 100% stats look pretty nice. I'm aiming for 55. His best linking partner is going to be the Goku Vegeta Planet Namek LR, or the Vegeta that you very seldomly... This is the free-to-play Vegeta, I'm sorry. This pairing here is the one that you'll probably generally trying to run him with on the Planet Namek Saga, meaning 1 and 2. Looking pretty good defensively and offensively together as a nice little pairing. His link skill partners aren't the best, as you can see. They're kind of mixed. Like this Goku would be pretty decent with him, but I mean, he's got King Vegeta, which would fit kind of nice from the Gifted Warrior side and Human Deeds category style. But realistically, his list isn't that great. He's got a bunch of free-to-play summonable SSR attack fodders you could use, I guess, would be the word I'm looking for. I don't know why I'm stuttering my stuff right here, but a bunch of super attack fodder right here. You can get all of them are free-to-play, so you can just grind them out if you want to. But how I'm thinking to build this man, he's got a little bit of everything built in. Realistically, he's got a little bit of everything built in. And since he's AGL, he's going to get guaranteed 5 additional off the start. Guaranteed. So, how I'm really thinking you want to build this man generally, because, like I said, he's got the 36% chance to dodge. Got the 50% chance to crit if HP is 50% or less. So he really doesn't have built-in crit. He has built-in additional, built-in dodge, and that's it. He has a chance to get crit if you're below 50%, but if you never go below 50%, you're never going to get that crit chance. So how I'm predicting and thinking I'm going to build my guy a little bit more so is I'm going to go more than likely top left. Since he is AGL, like I said, he's got that guaranteed additional built-in top left, so he's going to have +5 top left additional. I'm probably going to go crit 3, maybe dodge, or I'm going to go crit 3, crit 6, dodge. So it's going to be from the top left only, it's going to be 5, 6, 3 in the top left, and then the bottom right, it's going to be probably additional, crit, dodge, is probably what I'll go. So it's going to be 6 dodge bottom right, 3 additional and 3 crit on the bottom right. So that's going to total it up to, it's going to look like an 8, 9, and 9. So 8 additional, 9 crit, 9 dodge. So kind of relatively straight across the board, because I want to make sure he has every little category filled in. Because like I said, he does have that 36% chance to dodge if you get the specific conditions to be met. He has that crit chance of 50 if you're below 50%. So I'm really not too worried about the crit. He's got the guaranteed additional. That's why I kind of only went with like an 8 additional for this man. And then for the dodge, I went with 9 just because, yeah, 36% is kind of decent, but I'd rather have that higher chance to dodge if he doesn't have his passive fully built up yet. And now for the skill orbs, I'm specifically going to say the same thing I usually do. It's going to be additional dodge left for, or I'm sorry, not additional dodge, it's going to be crit dodge for the bronze if possible, crit dodge for the silver, and then crit dodge or additional crit for the gold. But that pretty much is the build how I'm going to go with this man if I happen to get him. Generally, like I said, I'm only aiming for 55%, so mine's not going to be able to do this full build I want. But that's what my plan is going to be if I happen to get him to 79% in like 5 multis. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.